Okay, so today we're going to talk about stretching your chest, your shoulders, and your biceps all in the same fashion. Yes, you can stretch them individually, but your body works as a whole, so I find it naturally that it's a lot better to work the stretch as a whole. Now, you may be having some elbow pain, but it could be from tight shoulders. And you could have shoulder pain, and it could be from tight pecs. Now, another problem you have is it's not necessarily that the muscle is tight, but the fascia may be tight, okay? So that's a very specific different type of stretching. Eldolas works very, very well for lengthening the fascia. If the fascia is not stretched, then the muscle itself will never stretch itself back out. So I'm gonna show you a system on the wall that I use that knocked out my elbow pain right away. I also had some thoracic issues from so many years of grappling that I was tighter. I didn't understand how bad I was, and so then it caused my pecs to become tighter. And so it's just a snowball effect. That's just how the shit works, okay? So getting older, being more mindful of my body, I've got to take care of myself a little bit better. I've actually dropped almost 17 pounds since the beginning of the year because I was getting a little bit too heavy, too sluggish. I'm turning over a new leaf, put it that way. So if you're having pain due from lifting, poor lifestyle choices, grappling like me in jiu-jitsu, MMA, whatever, wrestling, this is going to help you out, okay? So we've got a couple of different ways we can do it. The easiest way is I'm gonna put my fingers up into the wall facing upward, all right? Now, regardless of how I position my hand, I always want to make sure that I try to keep my arms straight. So this may be difficult depending on how bad things are for you. So you can start slightly bent, and then I need to pack my shoulder blades down. So what I mean by that is, for instance, when you see people do pull-ups and chin-ups and stuff, they do that, okay? So it's a dead giveaway that they're trap 1, 2, 3, probably all of them, erector spinae, everything is weak, okay? Those muscles stabilize the shoulder blades, hold the thoracic region in place. So if you are a shoulder hiker, then you need to do some regressions and stay off of just doing vertical chins, maybe some assisted chins, a lot more horizontal pulling and so on, so I don't get sidetracked. But what we want to do is we don't want to hike our shoulder up, okay? So if I have my arm out, I don't want to get into this habit. I need to bring my shoulder back and pack it, okay? So I'll show you right here. So if I'm doing this, it works. It does work. It just doesn't work effectively. So if I do this, I want to pack my shoulder blade down and in, all right? So I'm gonna show you the other way now. So this is the easy way with the arm bent. Harder would be arm straight. This begins to start flexing the forearm a lot more. And this is the ultimate, all right? You can put your hand placement at different levels. You'll find what works best for you. Once you get yourself set in, you're going to pack the shoulder blade down, pick the elbow up, and then slightly turn. You're gonna begin to then stretch all this out. When I first did this, I'm doing this right now and it's like not a big deal. I first did it a couple months back and I could barely hold it for 10 seconds because that's how excruciating it was, okay? So how long am I supposed to hold it? Well, you're just gonna have to do your best. Remember that we're stretching a fascia. If you're sore, be careful. If you are injured, absolutely do not stretch. You'll fuck yourself up worse. I would say shoot for maybe a total of a minute. If you're having a lot of problems, like I did at the beginning, I could only hold it like 10, 15 seconds. I just did 3 or 4 rounds of 10 to 15 seconds, you know, and then I waited a day or so and I did it again. You know, I try not to over abuse it. I got a very addictive personality, so I tend to just keep doing everything over and over and over because more is better, more is better. So if you're having pain, I hope that helps you out. Shoulder pain, it will stretch your shoulders, it will stretch your pecs, and it will stretch your bicep and your forearm all in the same motion.